What's going on, fam? Normally we would run that a little earlier before the show and run the whole show. But today, had a little bit of a. We thought we were live and we weren't, but that's all right. That's all right. We're going to get this thing rolling. Um, huh. Well, thank you, Miss Darlene. Thank you very much. Good evening to you too. And let's see. Ah, we got one from Samantha. Hello to you too. We're gonna get the kinks worked out here, but that's okay. Thank you all for joining us and riding with us today. It does say we live, so we live. I'm solo this evening. Got a good show, really packed full. We're not gonna hold up because we did have a little bit of a glitch at the beginning. We thought we were live, but we weren't. But that's okay. We're gonna jump right into the show. Tell us if you like some of the changes we made. Ha ha! Love you guys. Here we roll. Hey, on my grind, baby. Iris Landy Lara is who we're talking about today. Iris Landy Lara had a fight last night with Mr. Vendetti. I was like, wow, I love the last name. I'm just saying, for a fighter, that's a pretty good last name. Um, but Iris Landy Lara really showed his class. He won the fight, and it showed that he's still one of the top men at 154. I was pleasantly surprised because it's been a while since I've seen Landy Lara fight. He was originally part of the Cuban national team, came over here to make that money. He won titles. He's 37 years old. His opponent was 30, and it looked like it was a reverse. And that's just simply because of the class of Landy Lara. The way he works as a southpaw, working that right jab, just snapping it. Snapping it like a turtle. Just cow. It was nice. And then from there, he went from the working the jab to working the right hook, throwing that straight left, throwing that left uppercut. He used the Philly shell quite well, where you put that shoulder up and you line up everything behind that. His opponent started out with the hands in tight, looked really nice with it with his hands in tight, and then it unfolded. I mean, Lara's class was just amazing, just amazing. So I got to give a shout out to him, man. He really showed that he is still one of the viable title contenders and title holders, rather, at 154, along with Jermell Charlo, Jason Rosario. It's just, and then it's going to be amazing to see who else, because you still got J-Rock there. You got Erickson Lubin. Still at 154. It's going to be interesting to see just who comes out on top and who's able to unify the belts. Because Lara made a statement last night to let y'all know he's still in business. All right, let's move to the next segment, baby. Big mouth, big mouth. Big mouth, big mouth. That's what I'm talking about. Some of y'all remember that song about Houdini? Come on, man, don't sue us. We're trying to get y'all back out there again, because Houdini was my group. 5 minutes of funk, it ain't no junk. So pull your bottom off the tree stump. Ladies real pretty from city to city. And now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, from the bottom to the top to the bottom. Oh, my bad. This is a combat sports show. Sorry. I'm just saying Houdini was the junk back then. What? They were one of the first, I guess you could say, super groups. They were good like that, man, for real. Man, yeah, I said it. I know I posted something on Facebook about I said it. And had a couple things come up since then. So, I know, right? Since you posted it? Yes, since I posted it. And I kind of want to make a switch. I know it's a combat sports show. I know it is. So we're not even going to trip on that. I know it's a combat sports show. I know it is. But you know what? I'll keep with it. Since y'all riding with me and y'all saw what I posted, I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to go ahead and stick with what I said. Stick with what I said. Wow. It's weird to look at yourself. Because I was trying to remember exactly how I posted it, but it went away. So it went away and it doesn't want to come back. But that's all right. We ain't gonna trip on it. We'll find it. This is crazy. It's been one of them kind of days since we started the show, so y'all understand. Sometimes you just go through some things, and thank y'all for going through them with me. Cause once I get past this, I'm good. I know everything else I was gonna deal with. It was just this one. All right, don't worry about it. We'll be right there. We'll be right there. We'll be right there. Cause I'm sure gonna find it. I'm not gonna let me down. And if I don't let me down, that means I'm not gonna let you down. Right? Right. All right. So, well, I might have to keep moving. I am gonna keep moving. But the year I said it, um, that's bugging me. It's bugging me. But I'm not gonna slow down the show. I'm not. I apologize. We'll keep it moving. So, meanwhile, meanwhile, the topic that really is just like covering my mind is how we take one death in this country and we go tit for tat. Like when Kyle Rittenhouse, or I know I'm messing this Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old who killed two people and severely wounded another in the with the assault rifle in the march in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's interesting because now I'm seeing, and I've been seeing people posting things online saying, well, what about the white kid that was killed by the black kid? So, because we had a white kid killed by a black kid, that nullifies Kyle Rittenhouse killing two and wounding another and walking right past police with this assault rifle and nobody stopping him? First of all, the black person who killed the white child, and forgive me because I don't have the names, they escape me. I had them in my notes, but things happen. But it doesn't change what I'm about to say. That was horrific, horrifying, horrible, despicable. There's no other way to put it. It doesn't matter that the child killed a black person killed a white child. It's still horrible. I don't dismiss that because of color. But the fact that you dismiss it because of color is disgusting. So that is despicable. That you would say it's okay for Kyle to kill these two with an assault rifle and go home and have a good night's sleep and then get arrested. It's okay for him to do the killing because a white child was killed by a black person. What kind of illogic is this? And yes, I used the correct word. What is this? This is insane. Completely insane. No other way I could put it but insanity. Because you're justifying two murders by the murderer. And here's the difference. When you say, well, what's the difference? The difference is the black person got arrested. Will stand trial. You also use the same excuse for the cops that the officer that shot Jacob Blake in the back 7 times. You find every reason. His criminal past. There was a knife on the floorboard in the car. We tried to tase him, but we couldn't tase him. We tried to handcuff him, but we couldn't handcuff him. You didn't shoot him in the leg. I see that. You were right in front of him. You walked. You followed him to the car. So you must have said, ooh, if he has a knife in the car, I can kill him and get away with it. But he didn't die. He's paralyzed. You shot him 7 times in the back. But you walked behind him. You didn't think, freeze. Hey, freeze or I will shoot you in the leg. If you had shot him in the leg, he wouldn't have made it to the car. But maybe that's just me. You know what? Hopefully we can see this. I'm gonna move it hopefully to where we can, Miss Darlene, because you're correct. There is no accountability. There's absolutely no accountability. And that's the crux of discrimination, hatred in this country. If my ancestors, I mean recent ancestors, parents, uncles, aunts, grandparents, if they've never had to be accountable for hate crimes, why should I? You know what? I'm going to keep it moving because I want to dedicate the next segment to someone I great. I want to dedicate this. I know normally we have a silly video on here, but I want to stop right now. And I want to dedicate this segment to Chadwick Boseman. I didn't put a video up. I didn't put a picture up. That was purpose. I just want to sit and think about him for the next couple minutes and what he was able to do that was so incredible in his profession. Sometimes we work our behinds off and God rewards us with allowing us as actors to develop a character so completely, so detailed that we're able to move people and change things. And that's what I see happen with Chadwick Boseman. Yes. Yes, King T'Challa. King T'Challa. Listen, that was his final achievement on film. This man did an incredible job playing Jackie Robinson. This man was acclaimed playing James Brown. Denzel paid his way through school for a reason, because he recognized that there was something amazing about this young man. And if you think, the last couple of movies, he had colon cancer the entire time he was working those movies. He had colon cancer. And when he was diagnosed 4 years ago, around 38 or 39 years old, it was late stages. It wasn't like stage 1. A lot of people close to my heart have dealt with cancer. I'm not going to call them out, but I saw, even though they were so strong, women and men, I saw them deal with this disease, deal with this illness. I saw the pain. I saw how their body changed, the way they moved their body to get as comfortable as possible, even when just sitting, let alone walking. I saw this. So to imagine him doing stunts, to imagine him sitting through hours in makeup, putting on these extensive costumes in Black Panther, doing the work in Jackie Robinson, doing the work. They were physical jobs. James Brown, doing this, recreating these characters. Man, look, I went to school for this. This is not easy. When you look and see something on film, especially with that kind of movement and action, these are hours upon hours upon hours of perfecting your craft and trying to be able to do this. It's not easy. Yes, amazing dedication. And he did this, and from what I'm hearing, he withheld a lot of treatments while he did it because he didn't want that to affect his work. So he would do treatments between films. It's amazing. I mean, go back and look at his body of work. It's the reason why God allowed him to be so gifted and to have the dedication and the work ethic to pull this off and to leave us at 43 years of age, but to have pain and suffering no more. Somebody would say if there's a God, he would have cured him. He did. He did. When you look at all the ails of life that we go through, not just the pain and suffering of a disease, but all the other issues. He cured him. He called him home. Hey, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for hanging in there. I'd like to give a shout out to Samantha and Miss Darlene. Shout out to Pops. Pops, your hat is actually coming. If you're watching this, your hat is actually coming. Shout out to the Badger, taking care of business on the other end. And thank you guys for hanging with me, riding with me. And you know what? You know I love you. And you know we're going to be here. We're going to stand in the gap. So reach out to people if you need to talk to somebody. As we always say, mental health is real. It's better to deal with the problem. The legacy will never die. It's better to deal with the problem before it becomes a crisis. And when it's a crisis, don't throw in the towel. Reach out, because the Lord, as Miss Darlene sang one time in church, the Lord has offered us his everlasting arm. Love you guys. Hey, the beatdown's tomorrow, 11 p.m. Tuesday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out again next Wednesday for the Fighter Share Report. Comment. Let us know if you like the new set. If you like the new digs. You know what I'm saying? You dig it? We love you. And we'll see you as soon as God allows us to.